I am going to be doing an overview of my 2017 and kind of like a big thank you to you guys. Basically, I don't really know what this video is, but I just wanted to make it because I just wanted to thank you. I literally don't know what I'm going to title it, don't really know what I'm going to talk about, to be honest, but I just kind of want to make a video summarising my 2017 and thanking you guys for it, because without any of you it wouldn't be possible, because this year I have done some of the most amazing things and it's all down to you guys, and I just kind of want to do it as an overview, set some goals for 2018 and yeah, just basically have a chat with you. Also, quick side note, I do have a jumper on. It's just like a really like off the shoulder one. It's on this shoulder, off that shoulder. Just to clarify that so nobody thinks I'm filming a video naked. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, remember to give it a huge thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get into the video. I have wrote down all the months on my phone, and I'm gonna like kind of put in like the key things that have happened, things that I haven't actually properly spoken to you guys about, and just different things that have made kind of like a mark in my life this year. So first of all, we're gonna start off with January. January, nothing really that exciting happened. January was quite just like January. It was kind of just like bland. I was basically just doing revision because I had my GCSEs, and I also went to my first like proper party, which like I was going through Instagram and I saw the photo of me and Amber. I was like, oh my god, we went to like our first proper party, and it was really good. I still remember it like clear as day. And yeah, that's basically what my January was. I didn't really do much with my life then. I was obviously still making videos for you guys, but don't really know. I just can't think of anything that monumental that happened in my January. In February, something happened that kind of like changed my perspective on everything, because it kind of made me realise like, wow, like I'm so lucky to be in this industry. And I went to an event with L'Oreal. It was their launch for their Colorista hair range, and it was a massive range, it was a massive launch, and I didn't realise at the time how big it was. We were put in a hotel that night, and I was there with Saf, Jazz, Lewis, Layla, Sabrina, Roxy. Like there's so many of us who was there, and if I can find the photo, I'll put the photo on screen. I've got the photo on my memo board up there. We basically just like saw the head L'Oreal hair artist, and Louisa Johnson performed, and I saw so many people that I've looked up to, and I just felt so amazed to be there because one, I love L'Oreal as a brand. I'm obsessed with their makeup. Their True Match foundation is one of my faves. Their hair range is incredible, and just to be there was such a surreal experience. Even though I'd done like BeautyCon and Summer in the City before, that was kind of an event that like just, I can't explain it. It just changed my whole outlook on everything. That night me and Saf went to Westfield, we went for some food, we met up with Harvey. It was really, really fun, and I just loved that day so much. Like I will remember that day forever, and it was the first day that I actually kind of like dressed up a little bit more, because I never used to really like dress up, so yeah, I'll always remember that day. Then in March I went to a concert. I went to see Drake perform live with my mum and Amber, and again this was something that was really monumental to me because I loved Drake. I've loved him for a long time, and the fact that I got to go see him live at the O2 was like, it was such a surreal experience. I can't explain it. But he said some like really prominent words. He said this speech, and it's like everybody was like, obviously he said it to everybody in that room, but I remember like sitting, I literally remember sitting there and thinking like, I want to be on stage, I want to like be on stage, that's what I want to do with my life. And the fact that I got to do that months down the line, which I'll talk about, like it just shows that dreams come true. And he basically did this thing where he was like, F the haters, and he got everybody to put their like middle fingers up in the air, and it just like hit hard. Like me and Emma both said it. It was just like such a hard hitting moment in my life that I will never ever forget, and it was such a surreal experience, and I loved it so much. So that was a kind of big thing that happened in March for me, and it was amazing. In April, two very kind of big things happened. So the first thing was I went to Amsterdam for VidCon Europe, which was insane. I'd never been to VidCon before. Obviously it happened in America, and I've only ever been to Florida on a family holiday. I've never been to like LA or anything like that. And Saf messaged me, she was like, hey, like come to VidCon with us, and I was like, oh my god, like okay, like I'm so excited now. So we flew out. It was me, Saf, Wendy and Darren. It was such a nice few days. I loved it so much. We went to VidCon for 2 of the days, then we also met up with some of our friends out there, which was really nice, and we just did some amazing things that I will never forget. All of us four just made like so many funny memories, and it was such a good trip. And that was kind of like I don't know, again, like going abroad to a YouTube convention was crazy, and the fact that I met a lot of you out there in Amsterdam as well, like that was crazy to me, that there was viewers who watched me in Amsterdam. I couldn't believe it, and that was a big thing. And again, I've got my pass, my VidCon pass up there on my memo board, because I'll like put a photo in, but I have a memo board of like everything that I've done this year, and it's so amazing. The second big thing was, I can't actually say, or maybe I can say, I don't know, but I don't want to risk it just in case I can't, but I actually got contacted by a TV agency, I don't know what you call it, like a channel. They came through to my business email. They wanted me to audition for this new show that is airing in January, and me and my mum were like, wow, this is like such an amazing thing, like I'm definitely going to audition. So we had like the interviews and stuff, and this was towards like the end of April, beginning of May, and I got casted for it straight away. They said they really wanted me in it, and it was literally like mad. Like, it hasn't aired yet, it's airing in January. I can't really say exactly what it is yet, but I will tell you more as I talk about the months, if that makes sense. Then we head into May, and May was when my GCSEs started, so nothing really monumental happened here with YouTube because I was so focused on my GCSEs. I sat 23 exams, and they were some of the hardest exams ever. Like, I did struggle, especially with maths. I passed, but I did struggle. I was so happy with my grades in the end. I did a video like reacting to my GCSE results. June, obviously GCSEs, again, they carried on for the majority of the month, and then I had prom, and the documentary that is going to be coming out was surrounding my prom. I'm not the only person in it. I think there's 6 individuals in it, but it was surrounding my prom because lots of people asked, like, why didn't you vlog prom? Like, why didn't you film it? And it was because it was being filmed already, and it is going to be aired on TV. That's kind of crazy to me, and that's like, I genuinely couldn't believe it. It's such a monumental time, and I love my prom so much. I got my dream dress. My mum got it made for me, which again was insane, and I'll put photos in. It was such a beautiful night, and then we stayed in a hotel that night, and we had an amazing after party, and it was so good. End of June, me, Poppy and Katie went on a trip together because Katie was actually moving away in July, and we went to Thorpe Park and London. It was the last time us three were going to be together for a long time, and it was amazing. We loved it so much. We only went us three, and Katie and Poppy had never done that before. I'd been away by myself. Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. Then in July, again, we finished filming the documentary, and then something kind of like hard hit because Katie actually left. Katie moved to Liverpool, and it was something that really hit me hard because Katie was and is still one of my best friends, and she literally lived over the road from me, so we see each other every day, we revise together, we do pretty much like everything together. We were really close. And then she moved to Liverpool for a fresh start, like for a fresh start for A-levels, and her family wanted a fresh start, and it really hit me hard because I don't know, I relied on Katie for a lot of things, and I think she relied on me for a lot of things as well. So when she moved away, that hit me really hard, especially through the summer, because we wanted to do a lot together and we couldn't. I've seen her twice since, and it's been amazing. Like, we may not be as close anymore, but I will always love her to pieces, and she'll always be one of my best friends. Then in July, I was like so lucky because Benefit actually took me to loads of different places. So I went to Lovebox Festival with Benefit, I went to Wireless Festival, and then they made this amazing thing called Benny Island, and I got to take Amber, which was a big thing because it was like Amber's first kind of YouTube trip with me, and we went with Saf and Lucy and so many amazing people. We had the most amazing time, and they literally hired this whole island for influencers. It was crazy, and again, I've got loads of pictures on there, and I'll insert loads of pictures. There was like an amazing pool with floats, and because I didn't get to go abroad in summer, I literally felt like I was on holiday. I loved it. Today is the first day of Benny Island. Oh my god, I actually love them. There's a bacon roll in here. I know. I'm actually gonna cry. Oh my GHDs! No, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. So lovely to have some like actual girly time because I feel like we haven't had that. The dinner table, and they've got our names on the literal products. Like, how incredible is this? I also started my vlog channel in July, which now has over 150,000 subscribers. That was a monumental step in my YouTube journey because I always wanted to vlog, but I was always too scared. Then I just said, you know what, sod it, I'm going to start my vlog channel, and I did it, and best thing I've ever done. I now love vlogging, so if you haven't subbed already, go sub. In August, I went to Summer in the City, and I didn't go to Summer in the City in 2016. I went in 2015. Didn't go last year, and then this year it just kind of hit me. I met so many of you. I did a meetup with Eve that had 250 people. We did it official with Summer in the City, and I met so many of you walking around, and I will never forget that experience. It was amazing, and not to mention the parties as well that Studio 71 threw. So good.
And also being at school and college and uni. That's a pretty hard thing to do.
Set up my camera, so I'm just vlogging on my camera, and that's all that's happening. And hello, chicken. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Met some more lovely girls. You want to introduce yourself? I'm Shannon. I'm Holly.
In August, I also hit 300,000 subscribers, and I released my merchandise, which again was a big part because Stay Classy, which is my merchandise range, is something that is very close to my heart, and I really love it. Stay Classy is a quote that I always live by, and yeah, I brought out jumpers, hoodies, t-shirts. They will be going back in stock soon. They sold out and went out of stock, but they will be coming back very soon, and it's always linked down below. But that launched that month, and they sold out of Summer in the City as well. So as you can see, like, the months just got better and better, and it was insane. In August, I also went on a shoot with MAC Cosmetics, and they asked me to be one of their MAC girls for the campaign with their 5 new palettes that they were doing, and I was the MAC girl for the palette Fashion Fanatic. And again, that was something that was insane for me. That was my first ever kind of like makeup shoot, and I had to do my makeup, and there was like makeup artists and proper cameramen, and it was all very strange. I felt very weird because obviously normally I'm alone in my room talking to you guys, and suddenly there's a load of people, so it was very strange, but I loved every minute of it, and that was something that I will never ever forget. In September kind of took a toll on me. It wasn't a very good month emotionally. I felt really down, I felt really demotivated. I made a massive decision to not go to sixth form, to do my courses at home online, and to try give YouTube a go full time. I still do my courses online, and I talk about that in my vlogs if you want to like hear me talk about that, but obviously I chose that decision so I could do YouTube more, and so far it's been the best decision of my life. I've been 10 times happier since I've done it, and even though the summer was amazing, like these past 4 months since I've decided to make this decision, I felt so much less stressed, and I've just absolutely loved my life so much. The reason I got to do that was also down to you guys, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because I don't know where I'd be without you, and I'm such a better person because of it. In October, I turned 17, and October was a bit of a whirlwind month, as you're going to hear. I did the most amazing things, and October was a month I will never forget. First of all, I got to work with Disney. Me and Saf hosted the live stream for Descendants 2, and we got to meet Thomas Doherty and Dove Cameron, and we did it with Liv and Evie, who are the Disney Channel vloggers, and it was so much fun. Like, I couldn't believe that Disney had asked me to do that. I have always been a Disney kid. I'm a Disney kid at heart. I love all the movies. I love Disney. I've been to Disneyland so many times, and it was so surreal being on set with Disney and helping to present that live stream. It was such a monumental thing, and I will never forget it.
And we are going on a date with Disney today. It's basically like a huge room, and it's kind of done up like a living room, I guess. So this is where Dove is going to be sitting, and this is where Thomas is going to be sitting.
Thank you. Okay. 3, 2, yeah.
Descendants today's party here! To celebrate, come join us today live on the Disney Channel UK YouTube.
Yes, we will be playing some games and we'll be answering some of your questions.
Head over to Disney Channel's UK YouTube. See you there at 5 PM.
And then a few days after that, I went to the Nickelodeon Slime Fest, and I got to walk the orange or red car, however you want to call it. I kind of regret it because I didn't get as dressed up as I probably should have. I didn't realise how dressed up I should have got, but it was amazing, and it was one of the first red/orange carpets I'd ever walked. I'd walked the black carpet at Tully's, but this was kind of the first proper, like, pap, pics, whatever, and I'll put it on screen, but it was amazing. Towards the end of the month, it was Hello World, and this is probably the biggest highlight of my year. Hello World was a live immersive event where basically all your favourite YouTubers got together. We were walking around so you could meet us. We put on a live performance. And this is what I was talking about when I mentioned Drake. For me, I've done YouTube on this channel and another channel since I was 11 years old, and I've looked up to people who are at Hello World for absolute years. There was so many people there who at one time and still now I fangirl over inside because I love their videos, I've watched them for years and they still hold a special place in my heart. And to be there with them on the lineup was something that I will never be able to forget because I don't understand how I got in that position. It's crazy to me, and I remember walking around like looking at everybody thinking, damn, like how am I here with you? It was crazy. And then I didn't really do much in the live show. I walked on as part of Saspit, which was amazing because obviously there was like 6,000 people in the audience, and to be on stage was something that even though I wasn't really doing much, was something that I always wanted to do, and I thought about when I was at Drake in March, and obviously I knew nothing about Hello World at that point. And then at the end all the YouTubers went on as the Vamps sang their song live, and again that was probably one of the most monumental times in my life, just because I was on stage with so many people that I admired in front of a load of you guys, and I was just like mind blown, like literally mind blown. So without you that wouldn't have been possible, and genuinely that was the best couple of days of my life.
Hair is all done, it actually looks so nice, literally. Woo! I'm here with Saf again. Saf has done a rehearsal now, which you would have saw because I vlogged it for her. Thank you. Lovely to meet you. Yeah, of course you can. We need to see each other next week.
Yeah, how's it going?
So she just asked me to vlog her meeting people, but I'm going to vlog me instead.
In November, this was really exciting as well, me and Saf took our first trip away, just us, and we went to Paris. We stayed in the most amazing hotel. We made so many amazing memories. The trip kind of went wrong to a point because we didn't get to do as much as we wanted to do, but nevertheless we made the best memories, and we always said we're going to go to Paris, and you know what, we thought finally we're going to do it. Right before Vlogmas we're going to go to Paris, and we did it. I vlogged the whole trip, so if you do want to hear me talk more about it then you can go watch the vlogs, but it was something that I will always hold in my heart forever, and I loved it.
Insane. I honestly think this is the coolest thing. I know it's just a telescope, but how amazing is this view? How amazing does this look? I literally could not be happier right now. I love my ears. I've got my lanyard on because we're going to do some badge trading. We are here at the castle. We have took so many photos. It is literally so beautiful. I just can't.
Within each of us is a dreamer just waiting to be awakened.
And then in November I also got to work with McDonald's, and like if you guys watch my vlogs you know I love McDonald's. I always have. Like it's just an addiction. Everybody's like, you eat too much of it. I probably do, but you know what, I'm gonna make the most of my life while I'm young, and I'm gonna eat as many McDonald's as I want because I can. I really love McDonald's, and when they wanted to work with me I was literally over the moon. So you know, that's all I have to say with that. And then December, this is where we are now. Vlogmas 2017 is coming to an end, and I've just had the most amazing year, and it is all down to you watching this. Without you I couldn't have done any of the things I've done this year. You have literally changed my life forever, my family's life forever, and it literally makes me feel emotional like talking about it, because at one stage I never in a million years thought I would be where I am now, and I might not be the biggest YouTuber out there, and I might not have as many subscribers as some people, but it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm doing what I love and I'm making people happy, and that's all that matters. I've met the most amazing people through YouTube. I wouldn't know like 3/4 of the people in my life unless it was for YouTube. Like, it's actually insane to think that YouTube has changed my life as much as it has, because I honestly don't know where I'd be without it. Like, I genuinely don't. I just want to take this time to thank you, every single one of you, for watching this, for changing my life and making my dreams come true. Sounds really cheesy, but you really have. And anybody who says dreams don't come true, they're lying. Dreams do come true. If you put the hard work in and you truly believe that they're going to come true, they will. So that's where this video is basically going to end, just on a little thank you. And I just wanted to talk to you and tell you guys how you have changed my life, and that I really, really appreciate you. And 2018, I feel like it's going to be really good. I want to meet so many of you. I want to do so many things. And I'm looking forward to looking back on 2018 and seeing if the things that are in my head right now, which I've wrote down on my phone, come true. And if they do, then I'm going to tell you guys at the end of the year. I love you all so much. Thank you for the best year. I wish you all the love and happiness in 2018. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere. Still getting 2 videos a week and a load of vlogs from me. So I love you all so much, and I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye.